live, at least when we were making it. It's the Vader Reviews 2019 New Year's Special, featuring Vader's top 5 movies of 2018, New Year's resolutions. We discuss the new Vader fan film by Star Wars Theory, special guest Hello Guido, meet Commander Faust, plus a tribute to Stan Lee. Now, your host, the boast the most young return to Force ghosts, the Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Vader!
I hope you've had a holly jolly Christmas with your families. It's been a big year for us here at Vader Reviews, and we can't wait to see what this next year holds. We wanted to get Darth Maul back for this special, but unfortunately, the scheduling fell apart, much like Maul himself. So I'm afraid we had to cut him from the program. But since this is YouTube, and every other video on here is a list of some sort, let's go over my picks for the top 5 movies released in 2018. Swimming in at number 5 is the Jason Statham vehicle, the Meg. Now I predicted this one would be a real floater, but I was all wet on that one. It's not a classic like Jaws, but it's packed to the gills with 90s cheese. In short, it's Jawsome. At number 4, we have Venom. Now it may be cheesier than a box of macaroni, but the fact that this cartoon of a film made $6,352,749 more than Christopher Nolan's gritty, artsy Batman Begins puts a big toothy grin on my face. We go to Infinity and Beyond with number 3, Marvel Studios' Avengers Civil War. Josh Brolin literally kills it as Discount Darkseid, otherwise known as Thanos, all while looking like a purple CGI Ron Perlman. Every hero gets his chance to shine, except for Hawkeye and Ant-Man, but they're lame anyway. And every time I think it's impossible for Tiny Tom to top his last film, he does it. And that's the case yet again with my number 2 film, Mission Impossible Fallout. A film with memorable action set pieces, compelling characters, and a great finale. It's truly one of the best movies I've seen in years. And finally, number 1. The words I never thought I'd hear myself say. Aquaman is amazing. I won't say too much about it, because I'm going to be reviewing it next week. But by it standing on my list, I guess it's pretty obvious how I feel about it. If you haven't seen it already, I highly recommend it. It is exciting, imaginative, and like a cool glass of water on a hot day. Truly refreshing after so many bouts of the stinkers. That's my list. Let me know in the comments below what were your top 5 movies, shows, comics, or games of 2018. Speaking of movies though, our actor who will be playing the role of the Imperial officer in our fan film Age of the Empire finally got his shiny new uniform for Christmas. You've heard his voice on the previous scene on my I Am Altering the Deal video. But now, for the first time on camera, I would like you to meet Commander Faust.
You sent for me, my lord.
That is correct, Commander. Tell me, what do you see?
I see one of the Empire's most prosperous worlds.
And yet, at its heart, fester the seeds of rebellion.
If I may ask, my lord, why have they not yet been destroyed?
The Senate. Every day they feign their loyalty to the Emperor. But soon, there will be a reckoning. You have been reassigned. Your service to the Empire has not gone unnoticed. You are being placed in command of the Isao internment camp on Gaul. Utilize your spy network and find all that are disloyal.
I'm truly humbled by your faith in me. Rest assured I will uphold the Emperor's commands with the strictest diligence. But what of this world, my lord?
All who oppose the Emperor must die. Alderaan's time will come soon enough. Pretty wizard, right? We still have a long way to go before we can start production on the film, but we are currently finishing the script, storyboarding scenes, and putting together costumes. We can't wait to share this fan project with all of you once it is complete. But speaking of fan projects, last week you all tweeted the new Vader fan film by Star Wars Theory to me, asking for my thoughts. And I have to say, it's good to finally have something nice to say about Star Wars again. It's only a shame it took some guy on the internet to make that happen. You could see the love and passion they have for the property, and if fans can make something this good on their own, why can't studios? I don't have time to make a full review, but what stood out to me was the production value. Those shots hanging in the medical room after waking up from the dream were haunting and impressive. Pulling a Neo with all those clone trooper blaster bolts to one-up Kylo was a nice touch as well. The film also had the best Emperor I've seen in a fan film, as well as truly impressive voice and costume work for Vader. One of the only problems with the film was that it was far too short. You can't tease me with the potential rematch with Mace Windu like that unless you're sure you can make more of these. I can make a more in-depth review of this fan film for you all if you like. Let me know in the comments below. We have more coming right up. But first, I would like to pay my respects to a legend. A man who created most of our heroes and was himself a hero to many. 2018 gave us a lot. But sadly, it also took someone very dear to comic book fans. The passing of a great man, our Generalissimo, Stan Lee. Without his imagination, the world would be a very different place. He made an indelible mark on the world with his characters, heart, and larger-than-life personality. More than just a writer, he made you feel he was your friend. He shared his heart with his fans and tried to make lonely children feel they belonged somewhere. Of his many quotes, including Excelsior and Nuff Said, my favorite is "With great power comes great responsibility." His words, characters, and stories have stood the test of time, and continue to delight and enthrall children and adults alike, as the popularity of the modern MCU proves. And more than being a great storyteller, at his heart, he was a good man. He was a personal inspiration to me. I learned how to draw watching his How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way video. And through his characters, including Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, Incredible Hulk, and many others, he has inspired generation after generation. And his legacy will continue to live on, as his motto states, onward and upward to greater glory. With the release of the as-of-yet untitled Star Wars Episode 9 slated for December 2019, the marketing campaign is sure to begin soon. Here is a concerned Imperial citizen with a warning for all true Star Wars fans to temper their expectations lest they be subverted once again.
How you doing? I'm Hello Guido, your everyday Italian stormtrooper that knows all about movies and crap. I know what you're thinking, and you're right. That other guy's copying off of me. You excited for episode 9? Yeah, me neither. But since it's almost 2019, we should be getting a trailer soon. Now before you start saying, "Hey Guido, give him a chance, they said they're fixing it," don't forget who's still pulling the strings here. Special K just got a contract renewed for 3 more stinking years, and they brought in JJ to clean up RJ's mess and finish what he started. Now JJ's a good starting pitcher, I'll give him that, but he ain't no closer. Remember Lost? He swore up and down they weren't in purgatory. Where were they? In purgatory. Remember Star Trek Into Darkness? He swore up and down Benedict Cumberbatch wasn't playing Khan. Come to find out, the Blimey Limey was playing Khan the whole time. Now he's gonna swear up and down they fixed Star Wars, but there's Mama Luke lies for a living. Remember, he made a point of telling fans Rose Tico is gonna have a bigger role this time around, just to tick fans off. And Oscar Isaacs, the guy who plays Poe Dameron, he said there's more ad-libbing going on this Star Wars than any of the other ones. Now correct me if I am wrong, but ain't that what got Tweedledee and Tweedledum, Lord and Miller fired off of Solo? My point is, JJ's good at marketing. He'll hit you with nostalgia, he'll hit you with Luke, he might even hit the prequel fans with Anakin. But just don't get your hopes too high. Don't get me wrong, I want Star Wars to be good. I love Star Wars. But if the trailers are vague and play on emotion and nostalgia, like everyone's favorite space goldfish Admiral Akbar says, most likely, it's a trap.
Sound advice indeed. The new year is a time for reflection, for us to take stock of our lives, and resolve to make the most out of our fresh start. In light of that, here are my New Year's resolutions for 2019. Number 5. Be nicer to the sand people. And not just the men, but the women. And the children too. Number 4. Try not to kill so many of my own men. It's mainly a paperwork thing. HR gets all bent out of shape about it. Then I get frustrated and kill some of them, and it turns into a whole big thing. Number 3. Reconnect with Owen and Boo on Tatooine. I don't know, maybe have them over for a barbecue or something. I think they'd enjoy that, don't you? And number 2. Spend more quality time with my kids. And I don't just mean when I'm torturing or dismembering them. And finally, number 1. Hit the 1,000 subscriber mark in 2019. At the time of this recording, we're a little more than halfway there, at 564 subscribers. I would like to personally thank Weaponized Nerd Rage for his continuous support, as well as General Salem and General Pfeiffer, and all of my faithful soldiers of the Empire for sharing my reviews on Twitter, Facebook, and all of social media, spreading my words across the galaxy with your friends, family, and co-workers. You are all a credit to the Empire, and together we will rule the internet. Next week, I will return to my usual reviews, but for those of you who have been following me from the beginning, I suppose you may be curious what I look like. So I think it's finally time I took this mask off.
Darth Vader!